Hey, Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas Football here at the Coastal Bend Coaches Association Clinic in beautiful Corpus Christi, Texas. Here with the head coach of the Sinton Pirates, Coach Mike Troutman, who's also on the board of directors of the Coastal Bend Coaches Association. Coach, appreciate you taking a few minutes to chat with us.
Thank you, Matt, for coming down. Really appreciate it.
All right, Coach, first let's talk about the clinic a little bit. This is a clinic that's been going on for a long time and a great speaker list. How happy are you and the board with the list of speakers and the growth of the clinic overall?
Really happy, Matt. We take great pride in getting going throughout the state and getting some quality speakers and just to grow the knowledge of football, track, and volleyball, and to really, clinics are much more, you get some information, but it's also to connect with other coaches and to be able to come down to Corpus Christi and to really grow this organization and to grow this clinic. It's been a really good and fun ordeal.
You mentioned volleyball and track involved in this clinic. That's a little bit unique in this time of year for this clinic. A lot of clinics in this time of year are football specific. Why do you guys feel it's important to have track and volleyball involved in the clinic?
It's part about being in athletics. It's part about establishing a culture. And, you want to be successful in football within your schools. You want to be successful in volleyball. You want to be successful in track, in all your sports. And by including volleyball, including track, we're drawn towards our other coaches on staff. And that's important to make that connection with them throughout the Coastal Bend and throughout the state. And so we try to focus on that and get some quality speakers. And it makes it one whole family community when you involve other sports as well.
Coach, you just take one step ahead. There you go. Get that handsome face in the shot there. Yeah. All right, Coach. Now, let's talk about the Sinton Pirates. First off, looking back to last year, you guys had a great year. You go 10-3, all the way to the regional final. Lose to a great Wimberley team, obviously, a great ball club in your own right. But you guys had a heck of a year. For you personally, I know how competitive you are, but I feel like regional finals is a successful season. How long after the season ends does the sting of the loss wear off, and you start to look back on things more fondly and start to remember kind of the good memories and all the great accomplishments your ball club had? Is it a week? Is it 2 weeks? Or how do you kind of handle that?
Well, you're after every game, you're always looking to the next game. And I said this before, there's only one team that goes happy in the state of Texas, and that's the state championship, state champion. And so you're looking for next year. You're looking for what you can do in the off season to get better. You're evaluating throughout the school, throughout the season, things that we could have done better, things that we need to improve on. So you're always reaching. You're never satisfied. You're always reaching for that next level. You're always reaching to get to that next step. And what can we do to be better than what we were the year before? And very proud of the kids. Very proud of the coaching staff. We had a heck of a year, but there's goals that we want to achieve that's bigger and better. And you're always aiming to do that, and that starts immediately after the game. That starts when you get back. I mean, you give yourself some time to kind of reflect and get back, but right when you come back from New Year's, it's on, and you're working toward a goal, and you're goal driven, you're process driven, because you want to get the results that you want whenever you get into the fall.
Sure. Now that process started, schools kicked back off. Everybody kind of got Christmas holidays to spend with family. Now you guys are back rolling. What are some of the key focuses that are going on in the Sinton Pirates offseason program this year?
Well, obviously we want to get bigger. We want to get faster. We want to make quicker. But we also want to develop mental toughness. We want to develop that mental aspect of the game, of fighting through adversity, getting knocked down and getting back up. Like I said, we're very goal driven. We have personal goals that the kids set, where they want to be in the weight room, where they want to be with speed, and where they want to reach. And we also to work on building character, because it's deeper than the scoreboard, man. It's deeper than the game. We want to build quality young men that are responsible and accountable. And when you focus on that part of the process, I believe it transpires and transfers onto the playing field. And so that's our focus, and we want to keep moving forward. We never want to be static. We never want to fall, but we want to keep moving forward so we can be not only better athletes, but better people. And that's with the staff, that's with the kids, that's with the community. And that's what we're working towards, because in the long run, I believe that's what makes the difference.
Now, you guys in Sinton are in a little bit of not a unique situation, but one of the few schools I'd say that is a powerhouse in the football side. You're also a powerhouse in baseball, and baseball gets going in the spring. So being a 4A school, you get to share athletes and that kind of thing. How do you kind of manage that? It's not always easy, but I feel like you guys do a really good job of, because I know you want Sinton to be successful in everything. Checkers, football, baseball, doesn't matter. So how do you manage the sharing athletes piece of it, being a 4A school and not having the luxury of having 5,000 3,000 kids walking the halls?
Yeah, I mean, it's a process. You know, we got to get together. You got to set calendars. You got to be organized. You've got to look at where we're benefiting the football program, but at the same time, we're also benefiting the baseball program because we want our kids, like you said, to be successful in everything they participate in. We have a phrase that we say in Sinton, be great in everything that you do. So it's working through the calendar, it's getting workouts, and it's constantly changing because we're trying to fit the needs of the kids. We have a base set of workouts that we do, that we have different phases we go through the off season with, but it's also working with breaking down the baseball when they're in tournament season, when they're in district season, when they're, God willing, in playoffs. And so it's working through that and working to where we can get the most out of the kids throughout the process with our calendars, with the workouts, and both sports are getting the benefit of it.
Are you now? Would you consider yourself the biggest Sinton Pirate baseball fan out there? Or do you get pretty fired up when the Pirates are rounding those bases and scoring a lot of runs?
Absolutely, because it's all about bleeding maroon, Matt. It's about representing that never-ending nest. And when we step on the field, whether it be on the football field, on the baseball diamond, in the basketball court, volleyball court, tennis, wherever it is, you're representing Sinton. You're a Sinton Pirate. And to have success and to see those kids be successful, it gets me fired up every time because I'm very proud of them and what they achieve.
All right, final question before I let you out of here, Coach. Realignment's coming up. Everybody, it's the elephant in the room. Everybody's ready for it. You know, it's kind of one of those things that coaches, you know, as soon as the season ends, you start breaking down scenarios, and everybody's got all their different scenarios. For you guys being a 4A Division II school in South Texas, there's a bunch of different directions you can go. You could be in a 5-team district, you could be in an 8-team district, you could be in a 9-team district. What's that process like? How many different contingencies do you have on the whiteboard in the field house?
A bunch. I mean, it's every which way. I'm constantly writing, trying to figure it out. But, you know, it's beyond our control. And you gotta deal with what it is, and you prepare just like anything else. And but it's interesting, you know. I think the hardest part is trying to find games in preseason because you don't know what your district's going to be, and so you're reaching out, you're trying to pencil stuff in. Nothing's really set in stone until we'll know until February 2nd. But it's just the process of it makes it fun, but also at the same time it can be pretty stressful too, you know, because it's that wondering. You're always it's going on, but it is what it is. And we're going to attack it. This is what's set before us, and we're going to prepare for it and be the best that we can be.
Coach, appreciate your time. If you got any suggestions on good places to eat in Corpus, send them my way. Appreciate you, and appreciate what you do for student athletes in the state of Texas.
Matt, appreciate all that you do, and thank you for believing in Texas high school football.
Thanks, Coach.